Nothing helps the body work like it should than when its hormones are perfectly balanced. The key to making sure that women's bodies are hormonally balanced is making sure that their estrogen levels are where they need to be. Estrogen also plays an important role regulating the menstrual cycle. Bloating and a decreased sex drive are just two indicators of estrogen dominance, what takes place when your estrogen level gets and stays too high. Recognizing the signs and symptoms of too much estrogen can help you know to make sure your hormones stay regulated. Weight loss, high blood pressure, diabetes, and pregnancy are some of the culprits of estrogen dominance. Let's take a closer look at these and more. Here are 10 signs that you have estrogen dominance. 1. Weight gain. Putting on more than a few extra pounds can be an indication of too much estrogen. It causes bloating and makes it even harder to lose the weight. If you want to lose the weight and keep it off, your estrogen can't suffer rapid changes. 2. Heavy menstruation. When your estrogen levels rise, it can have the unwanted side effect of giving you a heavier period than normal. So if that happens, you might want to consider having your estrogen level checked. 3. Decreased sex drive. When you just don't want intimacy with your significant other, it could mean a significantly increased amount of estrogen. High amounts of estrogen point to a lowered sex drive. However, you don't want your estrogen to fall too low. It can also affect your desire for sex. 4. Irregular period. As we've already seen, your hormones and your period are closely related. When your estrogen fluctuates more than it should, the time between your periods becomes unpredictable also. 5. Swollen breasts. When your hormone levels change, your breasts can become overly sensitive. So when your breasts get tender to the touch, it might mean that you've got too much estrogen. 6. Changes in mood. Estrogen can affect your mental health. Too much of the female hormone has been attributed to panic and anxiety attacks as well as depression. 7. Frequent headaches. Have you recently experienced migraine headaches? Have you begun to get headaches more than normal? These issues could be caused by estrogen dominance. 8. Hair loss. When your body produces too much estrogen, your hair begins to thin. As it thins, it begins to fall out. Balancing your estrogen levels can take care of this irritating problem. 9. Insomnia. When you're having trouble sleeping, the cause could be too much estrogen. Our bodies know when there are problems and oftentimes has problems adjusting. Sleep loss can be a reflection of that. 10. Cold extremities. Estrogen levels can affect circulation too. If your hormone levels are abnormal, it could be the reason you're having a hard time keeping your hands and feet warm. Balance your hormone levels with these 5 foods. 1. Rosemary. Rosemary doesn't just add flavor to your favorite recipes. It can also improve memory function, boost your metabolism, and contribute to a properly functioning thyroid. Best of all, rosemary is one of the foods responsible for producing estrogen. 2. Cruciferous vegetables. I3C, or indole-3 carbinol, as this nutrient is properly known, is found in cruciferous vegetables like spinach, bok choy, kale, Brussels sprouts, and broccoli. These all have the important job of ridding the body of excess estrogen because the I3C converts into a substance that helps the liver flush the body when it has too much estrogen. 3. Flaxseed. Another food that assists in getting rid of excess estrogen is flaxseed. The lignans and phytoestrogens present in these tiny seeds help regulate estrogen in the body by controlling how much of the hormone is able to bind to estrogen receptors. 4. Isoflavones. Found in several herbs such as Trifolium pratense, Pureria montana, and Pureria lobata, isoflavones have antioxidant properties that boost low estrogen levels. These herbs can be found in certain teas and are a great way to balance estrogen levels. 5. Activated folic acid. You often hear about the importance of folic acid in women's health. That's because it's present in the same leafy green vegetables that are high in I3C. It's able to change estrogen into a form that actually lowers the risk of some forms of cancer.